Hi guys, good afternoon everyone. Is it audible? Okay. So all of you have got the notes, whatever was shared with you, day 2, day 3 notes. Yeah, please respond. Did you guys get the notes? Okay, day 2 notes have you accessed now? Did you get the day 2 notes? Did you check again? All right. Okay, just wait for a minute. All right. So yesterday we discussed about the data structures, where we got to know that the data structure is a way of organizing and storing data to perform operations efficiently. It helps us to organize the data in such a way that allows for easy access and manipulation and the storage of data. There are mainly three types of data structure: linear data structure. Then after that we got the non-linear data structure and hash based data structure. Yesterday we had discussion on the one of the linear data structure, under which we covered linked list. Different types of linked list also we covered, advantages of linked list, disadvantages of linked list we did yesterday. Correct? Now, we did the diagrams also. You just check with the YouTube video. Yesterday's video is already uploaded. Check day 3. Okay. All right. So we'll continue with the stack. So what is stack, sir? Stack is basically a collection of elements that follows last in, first out principle. That means the last element added is the first one to be removed. Okay. So you can just consider stack like, let's say, for example, there is a table, wooden table or any glass table you consider. All right. On the top of this table, you have kept some plates. One plate is kept on the top of it. Another plate is kept on the top of it. One more plate is kept. Then on top of it, again one more plate is kept. Then again one more plate is kept. So this is nothing but the stack of plates. Okay. So the last plate which was kept on top will be the first plate to come out from here. Getting it? So the last plate placed on the top is the first one you'll take off. That is nothing but data structure stack tells about. So what are the basic key operations we are going to do in stack? Key operations in stack. What are the key operations we'll do? We can push element. We can pop the element. We can pick the element. Or we can also check whether stack is empty or not. These are the basic key operations that you can do. Now, what do you mean by push? Push means in this operation, we can add element. We can add element on the stack, or you can say to the top of the stack. This is the basic thing. All right. Next, pop. Have you heard the word pop? Popcorn. If you see popcorn properly, if you put popcorn on a utensil, let's say this is the utensil in which you are putting some popcorns and you lit the fire here. Okay. What will happen to the maize grain here? It will pop now. When it pops, what happens? It comes out. All right. So if I do the pop operation, this operation will remove and return the element from the top of the stack. All right. Next, there is pick. Pick means will just only return but will not remove. This operation will return but will not remove. This operation return the element from the top of the stack without removing it. Then we are having is empty. By the word only you can get to know that what the is empty is going to do. It will check whether the stack is empty or not. All right. Now in which case will you go for the stacks? The stacks are commonly used in scenarios where we have undo or redo operations. Okay. Or suppose you are having DFS. DFS in trees or graphs. DFS means anyone knows DFS? What is DFS here? DFS means depth first search. Very good. Depth first search. All right. And also maintaining some function calls. Okay. Function calls in programming. Okay. So people who are not getting the word now, you can just do like this. Let's say, for example, you are on your study table right now. You're just near to the study table. On the study table, what you do? You will push. What you will push? You'll push a book. Okay. So what will happen? You'll keep on pushing book on one on top of another. There is one book. On top of that, you'll keep one more book. On top of that, you're keeping one more book. There is nothing but stack of books now. So if you say push, then what will happen? There's a book on your hand. You push it into the stack. That means you keep it on top of the stack. But if you say pop, then take out the book from the stack. If you say pick, then you'll just open the book from the top. That's it. You just look at the book. You don't remove it. Okay. So one more point I can add here. Stacks are going to be efficient for tasks where we need to keep the track of most recent action or data. Okay. And if you wish, you can retrieve or remove elements. Which element? Lastly added elements. Okay. When we'll come with the programming, that time you'll get to know how it is going to help. Getting it? Now, data structures diagrammatic representation for stack if you want. Then let us consider you're having here some stack of elements, like you're having here a apple, ball, cats, or dog. Suppose these are the elements. Okay. Now you are going to put these elements into a stack. How will you put the element? You will perform stack operations, push operation. Suppose this is the stack where the elements are going to be loaded. So you performed push apple. So what will happen? Apple will come into the stack. This is the push operation. That means here apple is loaded in the memory. And then we say push ball. So here on top of the apple, ball loaded. And then push cat. So cat loaded here on top of each other, on top of another stack. Now dog, push the dog. So here comes dog. So here the top element is dog here. This is the top element. The top element. All right. But when I say pick, sorry, not pick, pop. When I say pop, what will happen? Here is the stack. Stack of elements are available here. The first one is apple. Different scenario I'm showing for push. This pop apple. Then we have ball in the stack. Then we have cat in the stack. Then we have dog in the stack. So when I say pop, pop means bring out. This is called as pop. pop operation. When I call pop, in that case, dog will come out. Getting it? This is how the push and pop will look like in the stack. All right. Okay. Now, next we are having is the queue. What is the queue, sir? I told about a little bit of queue earlier. Anyone remembers what is queue? From real time only, I gave one example for queue when we had overview of this data structure. Come on, guys, respond. Okay. What kind of principal queue will follow? Very good. First in, first out. Very good. Yeah, waiting in a line for a movie ticket. We took example of visiting any person, like visiting the doctor. Token system. Yeah, correct. Whoever comes first will go out first. Yeah, correct. Now, what is this queue, sir? Queue is a collection of elements that follows first in, first out principle. That means the first element added to the queue will be the first one to be removed. Just similar to the ticket count, like you are staying on the ticket counter. Whoever reaches first will get the ticket first. Or like in a printer, you take a printer system. You all have used printer in your life. If you print a file, one file is already printing. You are trying to print other files on the same system, so it will stay on a queue. Okay, whichever file came first in the queue will be printed first. Okay, so now the queue is having some operations. What are the basic operations? End queue. We also call it as NQ. End queue, nothing but NQ. Means here, what will happen is you will add an element. You can say you can add an element to the end of the queue. All right. Then we are having double-ended queue, that is DQ. It means it is generally used to remove and return the element from the front of the queue. You have to remember all these points because this is what going to be used in the programs. Okay. Then we are having pick, just like similar to the stack, we are having pick. Here also we are going to have pick. What it will do? It will return the element at the front of the queue without removing it. Pop will remove from the front, remove and return and remove, but pick will not remove. Next, as in stack, you check elements are there or not, whether queue is empty or not. Check whether queue is empty or not. All right. Then we are having one more operation, that is common operation is full. You can check whether queue is full. Means whatever size is fixed for the queue, whether that many elements are there or not. Okay. Size will be given by us, but later it can grow or shrink, depends on requirement. If you're going to fix it, then you have to use arrays. If you want it to dynamically grow or shrink, then you need to go for linked list. Okay. This is generally used for BFS, breadth first search. I know some terms are a little bit tough for you to understand, but slowly you'll get it. Don't worry. Okay. Generally used in breadth first search in case of graphs. Okay. If you want to understand practically the end queue means there is a big queue of people here standing in front of a counter. There is a counter in front of which people are standing. So when I say NQ, what will happen? One person will come and this person will come and join in this queue in the end. Here he will come in this place, in the end of the queue. Okay. But when I say DQ, what will happen? The person in the front, this is NQ, this is DQ. In case of DQ, we can have operation where the person in the front will come out. He will come out of the queue. And pick operation means you'll just see who is there in the front. When I say pick, in that case, you'll see who is there in the front. Okay. Then again, we are having some different types of queues, like types of queues. We can have a simple queue. Then we can have, let's say, circular queue. Then we are having priority queue. This priority queue you guys are going to use in collections also in case of Java. Then this DQ, double-ended queue. In double-ended queue, the elements can be added or removed from both the end, from the front also as well as from the back of the queue also. If I say priority queue, then each element is going to have some priority. So whichever element will have the higher priority, that element will be dequeued first. That element will be removed from the front of the queue first. Then there is one more thing, that is circular queue. Circular queue means here the last position is connected to the first. That will generate a circular structure. And the simple queue means the basic first in first out queue, where elements are added at the ending and removed from the front. Okay. If you take a real-time example, then in case of our operating system, the tasks are scheduled in which task will work first depends on which task you invoked first. Okay. Above to that, like if you're putting request to the web services, you're giving request to the web, the multiple requests are coming. So whichever request come first, that will get the request completed first. Getting it? Mainly for the systematic processing only, we are going to use this queue. Okay. All right. Now, yeah, first come first serve. Yeah, correct. Now we are having this tree and graph. Okay. Before we jump up for tree and graph, tree, I think I have already like told you in the overview. I had given that how a tree will look like. Okay. The binary tree. Here, let's say one element is there. Let's say the element is 1. Then different elements here connected with it. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what your tree looks like. It's a binary tree. Okay. Now I can say this 3, technical term I'll say this 3 is the leaf. You can consider 3 as a leaf. Tree, na? So tree terminologies will be there. This is the leaf. Then this 1 is the root from where the tree starts. This is a parent root. Okay. The top node. Then these branches you are seeing, these are connecting branches. These are the edges. That day someone asked me what is edge, na? This is the edge. Yeah, predefined static class available. In Java, we have that node. Yeah, we have predefined class named as node. I'll show you that. Now, this 2 and 3 are child of 1, whereas 4 and 5 are child of 2, children of 2. Okay. Suppose here you see 4. If I consider 4, then from 4 to 1, this much is going to give the distance from the root to the specific node. So this is going to be termed as depth. All right. Next, maybe the tree is more longer. Okay. So the longest path to reach this one from any node will be the distance. Terminologies are there. You have to remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are the data available in one node. I'm having total 5 nodes. The nodes are connected using the edges. A node which is not having further child node, that is the leaf of the tree. The top node is the root of the tree. Okay. You guys will be utilizing this in collection. So Java people who are attending this Leetcode, this is very, very much important for you. And other people who are not from the Java, then also it is very much important in Leetcode. Okay. I'll give more note on tree. Don't worry. I'll give more note. Now you're having graph. What is this graph then, sir? Graph is generally collection of nodes and edges. Collection of the nodes with some vertices, and we can say the connection between the nodes is nothing but the edges. They will generally represent the relation between the objects. Okay. And they are more generalized as compared to the tree, because they can have kind of connection between some nodes and not necessarily like some hierarchy is not required here. Okay. The node that we say in case of tree will be not termed as vertex, and edge is the same connection between the vertices. Are you understanding? Then there will be again, you can have different types of graphs. Like undirected graph will be there, cyclic graph will be there, acyclic graph will be there, weighted graph will be there. Then what do we call that? Digraph will be there, nothing but directed graph. Lot of types are there. Okay. If I consider graph, then let's say mathematically, we are having graph somewhat like this. A, here I'll say C, here I'll say D. A with here this side B, B again further connected to E. So you can see here, this A, B, C, D, E, these are the vertices. And the edges are nothing but these connections. Okay. You can use it. You can use the graphs for the social networks also. Okay. Like mutual friends and all concepts is there. It can be implemented with the concept of graphs as well. Yeah. Correct. For the web crawlers also you can use. Mainly it is used to map and navigate the web, where each web page is going to be a vertex and the links between the web pages will be the edges. Don't ask too much technical question now. We are having non-IT people also. If you keep on asking those that much big level of questions, I'll have to respond like that only. So little bit patience. Okay. You are understanding the technical people, they are already getting it, but the non-technical people will face problem. That's why not using those terminologies right now. Yeah. All right. Yesterday, like before yesterday's topic, let me show something. Someone asked me, do we have node as a class or not? Yes, we have node in Java. If you take linked list, in a linked list, we have node, I said node is a static class. So node class is designed as a static inner class inside linked list. Linked list is again one class in Java. The collection topic will come, that time you'll understand. The documentation you can see. This is the package java.util, under which we have a class named as linked list, in which I have node, class node. Similar code we did earlier also. Here what is happening? We are having an item. Item is nothing but the data. Data is of any type of element. Then we are having the references next and previous. When the node is created, at that moment we are giving the previous. Then we are having the element, and then we are having the next, which is initialized inside the constructor of the node. This class node, more details you'll get in core Java. Data structure node already we have seen how to create it under linked list. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll share some of the programs. You have to do the dry run of the programs. You'll get it better. Okay. Yeah, you can implement other data structures also. Like using, let's say, for example, using queue, you can implement some stack. You can implement a stack using the queue. A single queue you can use, or you can implement queue using the stack. It's possible. Allowed, sir. No problem. We can do that. Yeah, you just have to create stack objects, and you have to specify what type of stack you want. Stack will take the integers or what. Double-ended queue required or not? The DQ operation you will call. DQ, NQ, those operations you'll have. Yeah. If you want to move elements from one place to another, then you have to use NQ in that case. Okay. But if you want to DQ an item, then DQ method will be there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, if you keep on doing like this, it will never end. So we need to continue with the coding also, na? Now, for the coding, I asked you guys to go for the variables. Have you done any kind of research on variables? Local variable, static variable, instance variable, reference variable, all these things. Did you do? Methods and constructors. Respond everyone. If you will not respond, how will I get to know? Simply keeping on record and leaving the class or what? Okay. All right. No issues. Let's continue. Array idea you have already got. Okay. Array means suppose I'm having some elements in the array. The array is already created. Array is created with 3 elements in it. Suppose I say 3 elements means we are having array of 0, array of 1, array of 2. This is array of 0th element, array of 1's element, array of 2 element. By chance I say in array of 3, I want to assign one extra value. I'm saying, sorry, not ARR, let's say num. In num of 3, I want to assign 40. It's not going to allow me, it is going to give me an exception. You see the exception, it is saying array index out of bound exception. The index that you have given here is beyond the size of the array. That means array is fixed in size. So biggest problem in array is, the biggest disadvantage of array is it is fixed in size. Now think of it, you're having this some kind of meeting you are going to organize. Okay, let's say for example you're using Google Meet. In Google Meet, I guess if it is not a premium type, then nearly 100 members are only allowed to enter at a time. You thought that 100 members will come. So you took a Google Meet account in which you generated a link, meeting link, and then you shared it with your friends and other people so that they can join for the meeting. Now, right, if you see the Google Meet platform here, 100 places are available for the different accounts. All of a sudden, what happened? Some people, extra people came to try to enter into it. Now, Google Meet capacity is only of 100. Suppose by chance, one extra person also trying to log into the meeting. Will it be allowed if it is in case of array? Obviously not. But in reality, it may happen. Right now, for example, for this case only where we are having this workshop. The workshop that we are conducting right now is having no limitation for entry of people. More like as many number of people want, they can enter, they can join the meeting and they can attend this session right now. But by chance, I would have kept it limited. I would have said that no, only 50 people will come. If I would have said like that, then the 51st number, the 51st person, he could not get the content. Na? So let's say, for example, basic is going to be 100. The basic capacity is going to be 100. If more people want to enter, then the capacity should increase by its own. It should grow it by its own. More number of people came again with the grown capacity. It is fulfilled, suppose, and then still then more people come. Then again it should grow. Are you understanding? So this growing concept will not come under array. Na? By default, array is fixed. So what we should do? We must take support of the next topic, that is collection. Okay. So this collection will be referring to a framework that will provide an architecture to store multiple number of group of objects. And the benefit of collection is that you can store any kind of object, any kind of element. It's not fixed that only integer allowed or only, what do we say, that character allowed. You can enter any kind of element. Are you understanding, guys? Now, in Java point of view, if I say, collection refers to framework that provides the definition, thus provides an architecture to store and manipulate a group of objects together. Okay. In a Java, collection is an interface. Just like you are creating class, same way they are having something called as interface collection. Just like a class, just like you are having class test. Similarly, there is something called as interface and the name is collection, inside which there are multiple number of methods. But you can't use these methods directly. But as per the market's requirement, as per the project's requirement, the memory is divided into three basic types. Memory is divided into three basic types. The three basic types of memory is, I need a memory number one, where duplicate elements are allowed to be stored. I'm just giving overview. I'm not jumping deep into the collection. Okay. Next, I need a memory where duplicates are not allowed. Okay. Then I need a memory where basically it will be designed for holding elements before processing, mainly in the first in first out order. Okay. let's say process elements in first out order. Yeah, correct. We have already covered that one. Then one more kind of memory I'm having, which will support removing and adding element from both the end of the memory. Okay. Now, what is this memory number one then? Memory number one is nothing but list. Memory number two is duplicates are not allowed, that is set. Memory number three is process elements in first out order. Already seen that. Queue. Removing and adding elements from both the end of the memory. DQ. Double-ended queue. Okay. Now these all are going to have single element at a time. But I want to store that objects. We will have just like a concept of students having roll number and name together. Means I want a collection of key value pair. Okay. So for that, I have different kind of memory. That is memory number 5, where we can say it is a collection of key value pairs. Okay. This will be implemented by another memory, that is map. All right. Now you see this list, set, queue and DQ. These are again the interfaces. Interface list, interface set, interface queue, and so on. All right. Now you cannot create object of list directly. So for that, you are having some classes such as linked list. Okay. This linked list implements the list. Just short relation I'm showing. Internally, more detail is there. As of now, just short memory I'm giving, short visualization I'm giving. You can consider that linked list implements the list. Linked list get the properties from the list. Just like linked list, we are having one more in which there will be index based structure. That is array list. Similar to that, we are having something called as vector. Under vector, there will be again something called as stack, which just like a vector and implements the list. Getting it? Whatever data structure you got over there, like linked list, stack, queue, all those things, those all are going to be used in the real time. Getting it? In our Leetcode, we are going to utilize the collection, map, arrays, everything. That is why keeping the content like this. So two things I'm trying to do. Data structure also will get, and people who wants to get the Java, they'll get little bit of Java also. Okay. Similarly, like the list, we're having the set. Under the set, again, we are having some categories of set. Because set is again interface, you cannot create object directly. So for them, for the set, basic, if I say, we are having hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. Okay. Hash set will use hash table. Tree set will have a memory in which the elements will be in the sorted order. Okay. If I consider linked hash set, elements will be there, but the way we enter the elements, same way only they are entered. In hash set, it is internally using hash table. So there's no guarantee like how the elements are going to be stored there. Based on the hash, like hashing only, it will be stored. How is it done? We'll see. Yeah, enum set also there. I'm taking the top layer, beta. More is there. More is there. I'm saying no, more is there. Okay. Now let us say we want to start the collection. So let's say, for example, you are having elements. Let's say store elements and display them. Store multiple elements and display them. Please focus. So first of all, I'm going to demonstrate linked list. Not linked list, let me take array list. So to store the data into the array list, first of all, I need to take support of list, where I'm saying that I'll store only names or string type value. I'm specifying the type. What type of list I want? I want a list of string. All right. In which I'll store your names is equals to, or let's say not name, let's say nickname. Nickname list is equals to new array list. Getting it? Now I want to add elements into it. Now I'm using list. List is not available in java.lang directly. So I need to import it. I need to bring it to my programming world by saying import java.util.list. Along with the list, you need to import the array list if required. It's already actually imported here. While typing only it got imported. So import the array list as well. Now we have got the list as well as the array list into our program. Now in the nickname list, this is the memory created. Having some capacity here. I'll not talk more about that. Some capacity is there. People who know, they know. Very good. Correct. 10 only. It will grow again. Very good. Now, you want to add element into the nickname list. This is the nickname list. I want to add some name over here. So I will call one predefined method. I will simply say on a nickname list, just add. What I will add? A name I will add. All right. Let me take some recent comments name. Okay. Names are Vaishnavi. In the nickname list dot add, we're having Aniket. Whatever is the recent comment I'm getting, their names only I'm taking. Okay. Then nickname list dot add Shiva. Next, nickname list dot add Mansoor. Next, nickname list dot add. More is there Aditya. Okay, let's add Dinesh also. All right, done. This much names. We're adding as many names as I can. There is no limitation. I want to add every attendance names here. I can add. There is no limitation. We'll keep on growing. Getting it? Now I want to display all the names. Simply system.out.println JVM print the names. Nickname list. Print it. All the names are displayed. Beginners first learn how to store. Okay. This is how you create the memory of list for an array list. We are getting the nickname list memory where we are adding the names. Sir, I want to add integers. Okay. Keep it as integer. As soon as I give that integer, I'll be getting error. I'll not be able to add any of these elements. Sir, you said now you can add any kind of element. Okay, for that, remove the specification. Just have to remove the specification from here. You can add any kind of element after that. You can add numbers in between. Like let's say nickname list dot add. You can add numbers. Okay. That one we'll discuss in core Java. Pure core Java when we'll discuss now, that time I'll tell. If any day I'll conduct collection workshop, then in that time I'll explain more based on core Java. All right. You got an idea how to add elements into your data structure? Tell me, guys. Yeah, we are having those methods. At a particular index also you can add. Correct. Now let it be list, set, queue. Everywhere this type of operations are there. Okay. When we talk about the map, then in the map, we will have entries. So let's say we got a map in which I'm specifying what kind of key is there and what kind of value is there. I'm going to give the key as integer, roll number is integer, name is string. Okay. Is equals to new linked hash map. You can take hash map, you can take linked hash map, you can take anything. Okay. Now, I want to make entries into it. So entries dot put method. Put one name, you can put anything like Vijay. Entries dot put, let's say 2. This will be Anuj. Sir, I'll not maintain the sequence 1, 2, 3. I'll put any other value, sir. Any other integer. Okay, put no problem. 14. Ramesh. Entries dot put 4. Shakti. Now I want to display all the entries that I have got. System.out.println entries. Got it? 1 is Vijay, 2 is Anuj, 14 is Ramesh, 4 is Shakti. The order in which I pass the entries, same order is maintained in the memory. But if I use here only hash map, not linked hash map. If I use only hash map, not the linked hash map, then you see what is coming up. Is the entry maintained? No, not maintained. If I take linked hash map, then the sequence of entry is maintained. Getting it? Yeah. Okay. Now we are having one more important thing where I don't want to allow anyone to have duplicate data in my memory. Set data is equals to new linked hash set. I want to specify that I'm going to use only integers. I'll enter only the integer. All right. Now set also has to be import. Already I have done the import in the top java.util.set. Now I will say data.add. Sir, sometimes you are saying put, sometimes you are saying add. Whenever you go for map types, go for put method. Whenever you come under collection type, use add method. Okay. I'm adding. Add 12. Data.add 30. Data.add 40. Data.add 50. Data.add 25. Now if I display the data, you can see whatever I entered will be displayed. There are no duplicates, so all displayed. 12 is available, yes. 30 available, yes. 40 available, yes. 50 available, yes. 25 available, yes. By chance, I make a duplicate add again for 30. I'm adding 30 again. And then I'm adding 50 again. This 30 is duplicate. This 50 also duplicate. Now if I display, you will see the duplicates are not loaded. Only one time the element is loaded. Duplicate is not loaded. Every time system is checking. 12 is in the memory? No. Okay, load. 30 is in the memory? No. Load. 40 is in the memory? No. Load it. 50 is in the memory? No. Load it. 25 is in the memory? No. Load it. 30 is in the memory? Yes. Don't load. 50 is in the memory? Yes. Don't load. Duplicates not allowed in set. Getting it? Basic idea you guys have got regarding the different type of data structure going to be maintained in case of Java. Okay. These are the basic data structures required for starting your Leetcode. From the point of view of Java programming. At least this much you should know first. All right then. Now, suppose for example, I'm giving one question here. The question is, take an array list of integers and display the sum of all elements. Chalo. Tell me the code. What should be written? Everyone, just give a trial once. Just only you give a try. Suppose let us say, for example, here the input is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then your output must be plus 2, 3, 6, plus 4, 10, and 15. Try everyone, try. What I must say here first, list of integers. Wait a second. I need a list of integers. In which I'll say this is the num. is equals to new array list. Then I want to add all these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What shall I say? Come on. Num dot add. What I should say? Num dot add 1. Num dot add 2. Num dot add 3. Num dot add 4. Num dot add 5. Yeah, you can use loop also. Sequential values are there, you can use loop. Now I want to get the sum of all these elements. What shall I do? Think of it. In array, you have got some idea. Utilize the same idea here. You have to take a variable named as sum, in which there will be the value 0. Okay. Then you have to plug out one value at a time from the list here. Okay, now. So for that, what I will do, one more type of loop I'm going to show you today. That is going to be termed as for each loop. Normal for loop we have used. Now we'll see for each loop. Okay. What kind of data you are going to get? You are going to get integer data. Let's say int n. From where you are going to get? From the num. So what will happen? One value at a time will come and get loaded in n. So what I will do with that n? Sum is equals to sum plus n. Khatam. You can see sum is 15. Getting little bit basic idea about this coding with the collection. Okay, from where you got me, you missed. You can ask again. You can ask from where you're missing, from where you're not understanding. For each, okay. See, for loop, normal for loop, normal for loop, I'll take for loop. N is equals to 0. N is less than. How many elements are there? In case of array, we use length. Now, in case of collection, you will say num dot size. And then n plus plus. Now you can do it now. But you should not add the n. You should say num dot get of n. Get method will return you one element at a time. This is one way. But you see how much big logic we are writing now. I don't want this much big drama. I don't know how many elements are there. And I want system to go and check elements available, not available, all those things. All right. What shall I do then, sir? What kind of element you want? See what kind of element is there? Int type. So take here int a variable. From where you want? Give a colon. From where? Colon means from. Get n from. From whom? From whom I want? From whom I want the element? Everyone respond. Don't be a sleeper here. Yeah, very good. I want it from num. So int n colon num. Like that you understand. Okay. Now what you will do? You will say sum is equals to sum plus n. That's it. Simple. Why do I worry about the for loop and all when for each is there? Getting it? Yeah, that is shorthand operation you can do, sir. Shorthand operation, plus equals to, yeah, shorthand operation. You can do it. Sum plus equals to, yes, you can do that. Got this idea, everyone? Anyone still confused? Please ask. Because if you're getting confused here, then the upcoming course will become a little bit tricky. That's why I'm asking. If you're not understanding from here, you can ask me. Because I'm going to solve the two sum array was there, na, that day I had shown you Leetcode. This two sum problem. You can solve this two sum problem by taking array, which I have already done, as well as with the help of map. Okay. I've got the elements over here. The target is 8. So I'm calling the two sum. Two sum is receiving the complete array where we take the target. The question was, you're having an array of integers num and integer target, and then you have to return the position of the two numbers. When the two numbers are added, you will be getting the target. Let's say, for example, I'm having here 2, 7, 11, and 15. So my target is to find the sum 9. So which two elements are added to get the sum 9? So for that, this brute force technique I have used. Each element taken out and added and checked with the target. Brute force technique. This is not the optimal solution. This is not optimal solution. This is brute force technique using array and the loop. So when I will say I will solve it using the map, that time you should be in a position to understand at least this basic. What is the problem you're going to get with this code and how map is going to help. ChatGPT given solution by using map. If I'll use ChatGPT, then gone rubber. I'm telling you, you should take reference from there, but don't copy paste from there. You have to design your own optimal solution. If ChatGPT will do all your work, then why you are a developer? You have to become a developer or a software engineer. You'll not understand the cases, na? That's what I'm saying. Okay. So that is why this basic you are understanding or not, that is the most important thing now. Anyone there who has not understood the basic, this code, which is showing, which I'm showing now? Crystal guys. Come on, tell me anyone who has not understood, I'll explain. I don't have any issue with that. Okay. Okay then. Everyone just give me one idea. Now I have forgotten everything. Now tell me. Suppose I'm having this list of elements. Okay. Now I will say take an array list of integers and remove all the odd numbers. Chalo. Give me a quick solution about it. Don't use ChatGPT. Just utilize your brain. Let the code be wrong. No problem. For that, you just have to remove the integer. We are specifying the integer. That's why it's taking only integer. If you will not write anything, it will be object type. So everyone, fatapat, give me a solution. How to remove all the odd numbers? Num modulus 2, that will for the condition. Remove, I am saying remove. Remove the element. That is checking. Everyone is giving me solution for checking the element. I'm asking for removing the element. How to remove? Code I want. What will say? Num modulus 2 not equals to 0 is for the checking whether the number is odd or not. Will you call remove method directly? Where is the remove method available? At least little bit idea you guys are using. Very good. Some people are using little bit idea. They're saying, yes, you can use the pop. But boss, pop is for queue, stack. If you call here pop, let us say, for example, somewhere I'm calling num dot pop. Is pop method available? Not available. No? Some are saying num dot remove. Remove what? Remove what? See, in front of you only some methods are enlisted there. Okay. Index position. Remove if is useful. Yeah. If you have Java 8 feature knowledge, then you can utilize the remove if, where you will give the condition to the predicate. The array list inside is an array. Okay. All right. Brute force technique we'll try once. Let us first visualize the plans. What is our plan? First plan. Create array list. Second, store elements. Third, fetch each element. Next, check element is odd or not. Then remove the element. Okay. Getting idea? Okay. Bhaskar has given some solution. Okay. Give a condition before adding element to the list. No. That's not going to work. First you enter all the elements and then you remove. That is the requirement I'm asking. Okay. Now, if I'm taking support of for loop, normal for loop I'm taking. Int I is equals to 0. I less than how many times I want to execute? Whatever is the size of the
list here. Then I plus plus. I is nothing but the index. Okay. Now what I will do? I will take out one number at a time. N. N is equals to num dot get of I. What happened here? We are fetching each element. This is nothing but fetching each element. After fetching the element, what you have to do? Check if n modulus 2 equals to 0. If n modulus 2 equals to 0, this is for the even number, not for the odd number. So modulus 2 not equals to 0. Then only it is an odd number. When when n is divided by 2, if the remainder is not 0, then it is an odd number. So for that odd, what I have to do? I need to remove the n. Once the loop work is done, you can now say the elements after removing odd numbers are plus what? Would I say num? If I execute like this, after removing odd numbers, it's not working only. See? Are you getting it? It's not working, sir. Failed. So if you're thinking it's going to be easy, it's not going to be that much easy. Okay. Now, what is happening here? N is equals to num dot get of I. If I will display that, what I am getting in num, in n, here let's say value plus n. Value is 1, 3, 4. Okay. It's not working out, sir. To overcome this problem, we need to iterate through the elements. Okay. Now to iterate through the elements, we are going to have one more concept that is called as iterator. So you will utilize the concept of iterator here. Iterator is available in java.util only. I need an iterator of integer. I'll take a reference for this. Iterator is equals to num dot iterator. We just created one cursor for the iterator. Once I create it, I can take help of a loop. Let me take while loop. I can say while iterator has the next element, tell the iterator to check whether there is next element present or not. While iterator has the next, what you will do? You will bring it and check the condition. If iterator dot next method is fetching the element, as the next is checking element is present or not. With the next method, you are fetching the element. Modulus 2 not equals to 0. Then in that case, you will say iterator dot remove. But still then, performance wise, it is not going to be good. Performance wise, it is not going to be good. Reason is this is an array list. Array list internally maintains an array.
Remember the problem of array? I told you one problem of array. If you are continuously removing element or adding element, what will happen? Here is the array. If right now few elements are there, I want to remove element from here. This element I want to remove. I want to take it out. Come out element, come out. Then what will happen? All the remaining elements will shift to the left hand side. Yes sir, no sir. So if I take array list for this kind of operation, continuous removal operation, then it is not going to be a good choice for me. Correct. What shall I use then? What shall I use then? Come on, you have already studied about it. What shall I use then? I don't want to shift the elements. I don't want to shift the elements. What shall I use? Very good. In place of array list, you must use linked list. Getting it? All right. Try it with linked list once by your own. Okay. Same program you try by your own with linked list. Getting it? Here, let me say, try the above problem with linked list. Right? Now, let us go with one another problem. Let us say, I want to check if array list contains any duplicate elements or not. What will you do? Tell me the easiest way you tell me. Without fetching element, you have to tell. Don't fetch the element and check whether elements are duplicates or not. Simplest way you tell me. Convert to stack? No. Somewhere nearby only. Yes. Very good. Some people are actually now coming to the track. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. These people are using their brain now. Nicely they are using. Very good. Ritik, Aniket, and Lakshmi, Vinay, Sumant, Satya. Contains now it. I will not use that. Nagovardhan. Sorted if you want. I'm not asking for sorting. Na. And Suvam, you guys have given correct answer. Okay. What about everyone other people? Common sense, little bit common sense. No IT background required. Whatever we discussed today, that is only required. In array list, we can store duplicates. But there is a memory where duplicates not allowed. Tell me, which memory was that? Everyone, which memory was that? The memory name was set na. So let's say, for example, first I am having array list. I'm having some list of elements here. Okay. I'm having some list of elements. Okay. Now, let us say these elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, then 10 again, 50 again, like this. Now, 10 is duplicate, 50 is also duplicate. If I display all the elements, you see the memory is of array list. In array list is a type of list. It allows duplicates. So see, duplicates are available now. Duplicate is available, sir. 10 and 50 are duplicate elements available. My job is to check whether this array list contains duplicate or not. But I should not fetch each element at a time. What I must do, I must take support of any set. Let's say I'm taking the basic hash set of integer. Hash set is a type of set, is equals to new hash set for num. Now set will not allow you to have duplicate elements. If you add duplicate elements, it will not get added into it. So if it is not added into the set, what you will do then? You can just compare what is the size of num and what is the size of set. If their size is differing, that means duplicate is found. If size is same, that means duplicate is not found. Okay, this is called as logical thinking. Okay, you got an array list in which elements are available. Duplicates also available. What will be the size of this array list now? Tell me. Total 7. Then what I did, I created a set out of array list. I created a set out of array list. Now when I created a set out of array list, whoever is the duplicate will not be added into the set. Getting it? So now I can check one condition. If set dot size, if set dot size is not equals to num dot size, the size of the set and the size of the num both are not same. In that case, duplicates are available in array list. Else we can say duplicates are not available in array list. Now check duplicates available or not. Suppose I remove them. I'm not adding the duplicates. Now check. Duplicates not available in the array list. You don't have to keep on fetching each element at a time from your end. Understood? Simple coding. Not too much of matha pichi here. Simple logic, na? First, now, what you have to do is today's task, homework. I hope you guys are doing the homework. Task. Practice, let's say, practice the methods of collection and map. Next, practice some basic questions, basic programming question from array, string, collection and map. This much you do, then only your base will be ready. After that, you can start making the pillars of Leetcode. Right now, this is the foundation. If you do it, then only we can start. One more is there after that: time complexity, space complexity. That day I asked na time complexity. The time complexity is not about time taken. It's about how much input you guys are going to give for the execution. Depends on the number of input. So can you guys just practice this much? Tell me, sir, everyone, can you practice at least this much basic things? I'll share in the notes, I'll share, don't worry. If you're not getting from your own, I'll share it. Link for the WhatsApp. Okay, give me a second. One second, don't leave with 1 second. Let me just get the WhatsApp link for you. Yeah, here is the WhatsApp link. I've already posted in the chats. Please check. You can take from anywhere. The more you practice, the better it is. This is not the first class, sir. Already this is the 4th day today, I guess. Today is the 4th day. Already 3 days completed. Videos will be available in the YouTube. Check the Naresh IT YouTube account. You'll be finding it there. All right. If you are not getting from the Naresh IT YouTube channel, I'll share the playlist also with you. This is one video post I have shared. You click on that, you'll be redirected with others also. You can at least get the page. You don't have to search for it after that. Okay. No posts in WhatsApp group. Beta, you have to check the Google Drive link. Once you join the community of the WhatsApp group, na, There will be one drive link. You click on the drive link, you'll be able to fetch all the data. Okay. In the drive, it is getting posted. They're updating the files on the drive. Names of the files will be there. Basics or day 1, day 2, day 3, like that. In the drive, you'll find the files. I'll upload. Yeah, you can ask your questions now. You guys, please ask your questions. You are having any queries, please ask. Not finding the Google Drive link. Is it possible, right? Okay, I'm sending it now. Check the chats once. People, if you're not having any queries, you can just exit. Right now is the time for taking queries from you guys. So people who don't have any queries, please exit. Okay, you have done very nice. Very good, better. Nice, Lakshmi. At least I'm getting some positive thing now from this group, from your session now. At least you people are getting something good. Ankit, did you get the link? Yeah, Subham, you can leave. Okay, thanks, sir. Yeah, guys, if you have any queries, please ask, or else we'll just wind up the session. If you're not having any query, you can exit the meeting. Whenever you have to iterate through the elements of the collection, in that case, you have to use it. Yeah, thank you so much. Any other query, anyone? Nagavardhan, did you get your answer? Okay. If you have to iterate through the elements, then you use that, which you asked me. There's not only that one, another also there. We'll see that in detail later. One is going to help you direction. Forward direction, backward direction, you can traverse. List iterator. But that will be applicable only for the list type. Do one thing, Akash, just create a Git account, and whatever coding you will do, just keep on adding to your repository, and then you can just share your Git account details in the resume and in the LinkedIn also. Which type build a project in Java, basic to advanced? First, you have to complete core, then you can go for the advanced Java. Okay. Where are you from, Akash Patel? Okay, chalo, badhiya. Recently, I have been to that place. Last month, I went there. Okay, any other question, guys? Please ask, or else please exit. We are winding up the session. You're having queries, please ask. Yeah, I do discuss real-time projects in my class sessions. How many ways you can retrieve? Many ways are there. Iterator, list iterator, using loop, get method, for each remaining. Many ways are there. All right then. This was for today, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone. Please practice and come tomorrow.